They told me the 16th floor didn't exist. The elevator buttons jumped from 15 to 17. The building's directory showed a conspicuous gap. But on my third night in this high rise, I noticed something peculiar in the polished brass of the elevator doors. A faint reflection of numbers that shouldn't be there. 1616. I hear whispers from behind the walls, every night since. Even the slight rasp from years of smoking was there, and it was reciting my deepest, darkest secrets. Things I'd never told a soul. I made a terrible mistake. I listened, and what I heard defies explanation. It was a voice, an exact replica of my own. I should have never pressed my ear to that wall now. ... I don't think those secrets are mine alone anymore. At first I thought it was just the building settling, the normal creaks and groans of an aging structure. Sarah, it called, using my voice, my inflections. But the voice persisted, growing bolder, more insistent. It began to taunt me, revealing shameful moments I'd tried so hard to forget. I told myself it was just my imagination, a trick of the mind in the quiet hours of the night. The whispers grew louder, clearer. They seemed to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. But as I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Door identical to my own, but with the numbers 1616 gleaming in brass. My feet moved of their own accord, drawn by an unseen force. Childhood memories, long-buried regrets, the name of my first crush. It was as if someone or something had access to the deepest recesses of my mind. Her eyes, when they met mine, held a depth of knowledge that sent chills down my spine. Every detail was perfect. From the arrangement of furniture to the half-empty coffee mug on the kitchen counter, I knew that whatever I had encountered on the 16th floor wasn't content to stay there. My finger trembled as I pressed 16, a number that shouldn't exist. But there was something ... off. The air felt heavy, charged with an energy that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The whispers grew louder with each passing night. A flash of movement in a mirror, a shadow where there shouldn't be one. I could feel her influence growing, her desires seeping into my consciousness. "You look great," they'd say, "but there's something. I can't quite put my finger on it." Conversations I couldn't recall. Decisions made that felt foreign, yet somehow right. They were suggesting things, terrible things. Together we could have everything we've ever wanted. Sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I'd see myself sitting in a chair I knew was empty. But every time I approached the lobby, a wave of dizziness would overtake me. The world would spin, and I'd find myself back in my apartment, unsure of how I'd gotten there. I couldn't remember which memories were truly mine and which belonged to her. Our desires, our fears, our ambitions all melded into one. It started with my name, soft, barely audible, but unmistakable. Her thoughts intertwining with mine, her will slowly overtaking my own. Soon, there won't be a me and her anymore. There will only be us. I ran to the elevator, jabbing frantically at the buttons until the doors closed. As I sank back to my floor, I tried to convince myself it had all been a dream, a hallucination brought on by stress and lack of sleep. The faint scent of my perfume lingering in rooms I hadn't entered, and always, the feeling of being watched. But then it began to speak of things only I should know. The smile I'd seen on her face in that impossible room on the 16th floor, smile that promised power, freedom from guilt and shame, if only I'd let go completely. I tried to ignore it, to drown it out with music or the white noise of a fan. One night, unable to bear it any longer, I found myself standing in the hallway, my hand hovering over the elevator call button. The doors opened with a soft ding, revealing a corridor that mirrored my own floor exactly. Same faded carpet, same flickering fluorescent lights. I took a hesitant step forward, my heart pounding in my chest. At the end of the hall, I saw it. I shouldn't have knocked. I shouldn't have turned the handle. But curiosity and fear battled within me, and curiosity won. The door swung open silently, revealing a room that was an exact copy of my apartment. And there, sitting on the couch, was ... me. But not me. This version of myself sat with perfect posture, a serene smile on her face. "Welcome home, Sarah," she said. Her voice, my voice, filled with warmth and something else. something ancient and hungry. I stumbled backwards, slamming the door shut, but deep down I knew. In the days that followed, I noticed small changes in my apartment. Objects moved slightly out of place. I caught glimpses of it, in reflections. My friends began to comment on how different I seemed. If only they knew. If only they could see the battle raging within me, the constant struggle to maintain control over my own thoughts, my own body, because she was getting stronger. The other me, the one from the 16th floor. There were moments when I'd find myself doing things I didn't remember starting. I tried to leave the building, to escape whatever malevolent force I'd unleashed. The whispers never stopped. They became a constant companion, a running commentary on my life. But now, they weren't just revealing my secrets. It could be so much more, they'd say. I found myself agreeing more often than not. The line between myself and the other me began to blur. And through it all, that serene smile haunted me. I'm writing this now as a warning. To anyone who finds themselves in a building with a floor that shouldn't exist, a room that mirrors your deepest self, don't open that door. Don't listen to the whispers. Don't let her in. 'Cause once she's here, once she's part of you, there's no going back. I can feel her now as I write these words, and that smile. That terrible, beautiful smile will be mine now. I don't think I'm alone anymore. I'm not sure I want to be.